Envision this. Your life represents a magnificent masterpiece, and each day you receive a fresh brush and a new canvas. The inquiry becomes, what will you create? What narrative will unfold through your actions, mindset, and habits? The reality is that success doesn't happen all at once. It's cultivated every single day. Now pay close attention. There are 10 small habits that, when practiced consistently, will transform your life permanently. They will mold your character, ignite your ambitions, and reshape your future. First, establish a clear objective each day. A vessel without a destination is at the mercy of the winds. It moves but lacks direction. A person who awakens every morning without a specific goal may be occupied and in constant motion, but mere busyness doesn't equate to progress. Activity doesn't guarantee achievement. Clarity is the bedrock of greatness. No empire, revolution, or enduring legacy was ever formed amidst confusion. An unchecked mind resembles a wild animal, restless, chaotic, and easily swayed by the strongest distractions, demands, and expectations from all sides. Without clarity, they dominate you. However, the instant you set an intention, when you take control of your course, the external world no longer dictates your journey. Before the daily noise envelops you, before outside pressures scatter your focus, take a moment. Determine one specific goal for the day, not 10, not 5, just one. It doesn't have to be monumental or life-altering, but it must be intentional. This could be as straightforward as making a significant decision, finishing a long-postponed task, or acquiring new knowledge. The essence of a goal lies not in its magnitude, but in its clarity. When you assign your mind a specific target, you provide it with purpose. You transition from a passive existence to an active pursuit. You evolve from drifting to directing, from reacting to responding. You start to craft your day instead of letting it shape you. This is the secret ingredient to remarkable success. It isn't found in sporadic flashes of genius, nor is it present in dreams devoid of action. Rather, it lies in the careful accumulation of intentional days, one after another. The individual who sets their focus each morning is the one who shapes their future. A vague desire has never built a stronghold, just as an unclear vision has never crafted a legacy. It is clarity that has achieved this, and it always will. Begin your day with an attitude of thankfulness. It is crucial to grasp this. Your mindset shapes your destiny. It is not fortune, circumstances, or even aptitude that primarily influences the course of your life, but how you think. At the center of a steadfast mind is a straightforward yet impactful practice: gratitude. Many individuals wake up burdened by the weight of the day ahead, their thoughts dwelling on problems, on what's absent, on potential failures. This mindset becomes a self-imposed prison, trapping them in fear, doubt, and negativity. What they might not realize is that they hold the ability to transform everything with one small habit that requires less than a minute, yet reprograms the mind for resilience. Each morning, before the world's chaos beckons from all sides, take a moment to breathe deeply, pause, and identify 3 things you appreciate. They need not be monumental. It might simply be the fact that you rose today, the shelter above your head, a conversation with a friend, or a new opportunity, regardless of its size. Gratitude does not involve ignoring your challenges. Instead, it is about deliberately recognizing what is already positive in your life. This shift in viewpoint is not merely fanciful thinking, it is empowerment. When you concentrate on what you possess rather than what is lacking, your mindset transitions from scarcity to abundance, from limitation to opportunity. A mind that perceives possibilities will always uncover solutions, seeing pathways where others notice roadblocks. Always remember, gratitude is not just an emotion, it is a practice, a strategy against doubt, fear, and anxiety. Those who actively nurture it are unmoved by adversity, as they have conditioned their minds to look beyond challenges, focusing on possibilities rather than fixating on limitations. The most resilient individuals are not those who haven't faced difficulties. They are the ones who have cultivated the skill of shifting their viewpoint, with gratitude serving as the cornerstone of that skill. 3. Dedicate at least 30 minutes each day to reading. Every exceptional intellect has been sculpted in the forge of knowledge, drawing from the wisdom of the past, the insights of the present, and the potential of the future. These are the essential elements for both intellectual and personal development. If your goal is to enhance your thinking and transform your mind into a beacon of clarity and strength, you must embrace the role of a lifelong learner. The world is rife with distractions, yet few activities are as enlightening as the simple practice of reading. A single book can alter the course of your life. Just one idea or a powerful realization could shatter previous limitations and unlock opportunities you never knew were available. Knowledge is not just a form of power, it is liberation. It liberates you from ignorance, stagnation, and the cycle of unchallenged thoughts that keep you prisoner to repetitive patterns and frustrations. Each page you read broadens your perspective, allowing you to move beyond the narrow boundaries of your present comprehension. The greatest leaders, thinkers, and creators share one common trait, an unquenchable thirst for knowledge. They understand that, similar to the body, the mind needs nourishment and exercise. Just as muscles strengthen through consistent practice, the mind hones its sharpness through regular engagement with new ideas, philosophies, and ways of thinking. Discipline is key. A daily commitment to reading, even if it's just for 30 minutes, is a modest investment that yields tremendous benefits. Some might contend that books have become obsolete, but genuine wisdom never ages. It isn't solely about acquiring information, it's about gaining depth. While ephemeral news feeds and superficial content overload your mind with clutter, books invite you to practice patience, engagement, and contemplation. They encourage you to challenge your preconceptions, you to engage in critical thinking, to question, and to meditate in a society captivated by instant solutions and rapid gratification. Picking up a book is an act of rebellion, a declaration that you prioritize depth over distractions and mastery over mediocrity. You are perpetually one book away from a significant breakthrough. A singular insight has the power to alter your mindset, reshaping your habits and guiding you towards greatness. Yet, that breakthrough remains out of reach if you neglect to take the initial step, commit to dedicating 30 minutes each day to reading. Make that the cornerstone of a resilient mind. In time, you will reflect and recognize that your most formidable investment was in the fortification of your intellect. 4. Take charge of your internal dialogue. You are the architect of your fate, the captain of your soul, not by mere chance or the unpredictability of fortune, but through the extraordinary influence of your thoughts. The mind is an abundant field, rich beyond compare, yet it yields only what is sown within it. If you cultivate seeds of doubt and fear, you will reap failure and despair. However, by planting the golden seeds of belief, determination, and purpose, your life will yield results beyond your wildest dreams. Consider the individual who tells himself, "I am weak." His shoulders slump, his voice falters, and his very presence diminishes. He is not constrained by visible chains, for he has already shackled himself with unseen bonds of self-doubt. Conversely, the individual who asserts, "I am strong, I am capable, I will overcome," strides with intention, speaks with conviction, and acts with unwavering confidence that molds circumstances to his will. The distinction between these two individuals is not rooted in birth or fortune. It stems from their thought processes. Be mindful of your inner dialogue, as it holds the key to your destiny. When you whisper to yourself, "I cannot," you command your mind, and your body will comply. Alternatively, if you say, "I am learning how," you ignite in yourself a growth spirit, the spark that leads to transformation, obstacles into stepping stones. Instead of saying, "I am not sufficient," reframe it to, "I am making progress every day." This slight alteration in your language not only changes your mindset, but also transforms your entire reality. Words are not just noises, they are powerful forces and the unseen architects crafting the framework of your life. Each word you speak plants a seed in the fertile soil of your subconscious. If you speak of defeat, it will flourish. If you speak of greatness, it will yield rewards. The most accomplished individuals in history, those who rose from anonymity to success, have mastered this principle. They vocalized the lives they yearned for long before they were able to actualize them. Let no one claim that destiny is harsh, for destiny is merely a reflection of thought. Speak carefully, think courageously, and act with unshakable faith, and the world will align itself to your desire. Embrace discomfort every single day. Humanity is not designed for ease, but for achievement. History has never been shaped by those who sought refuge in comfort, nor has success been attained by those who shun struggle. Comfort stealthily robs ambition, dulls the spirit, and lulls the mind into complacency. Each time you shy away from discomfort, you do not just remain stagnant, you regress. Growth is born from adversity, and anyone aspiring to greatness must first welcome the challenges that forge it. The most prosperous individuals of our era who have ascended from obscurity to wield influence share a vital characteristic. They do not shy away from adversity. Instead, they actively pursue it, leaning into discomfort like a blacksmith faces the fire, fully aware that only through the crucible of challenges can strength be refined. They recognize that advancement is not found in idleness, but at the limits of their persistence. If you wish to carve your niche among such pioneers, you must condition yourself to withstand what others fear. Engage in something discomforting every day. Rise before dawn and seize control of the morning. Push beyond your fatigue and into growth, convenience beyond what you could have imagined before. Speak up even if your voice quivers. Take steps forward when fear urges you to hesitate, and embrace the risk of failure when comfort tries to keep you safe. Each act of discomfort broadens your boundaries, fortifies your resolve, and enhances your spirit. Grasp this truth. The more you welcome discomfort, the more powerful you become. Every challenge you overcome lays a brick in the foundation of your achievements, and every difficulty approached with bravery strengthens the fiber of your character. You are not destined for a life of ease. You are destined for a life of victory. The world pays respects, not to those who seek comfort, but to the ones who endure, persist, and triumph. Therefore, I urge you to dismiss ease, resist the allure of stagnation, and invite challenges as though they were old companions, for within their embrace lies your true potential. Next, master the skill of focus. Success is not reserved for the fortunate, nor is failure merely the fate of the unlucky. Both are products of habit and the outcome of discipline, or its absence. In today's fast-paced world, nothing poses a greater threat to discipline than distraction. It quietly undermines your aspirations and steals your sense of purpose while you remain oblivious. This threat does not attack with aggression, nor does it declare its presence. Instead, it infiltrates the mind, scattering focus, dulling ambition, and substituting productivity with idle distractions. We inhabit a realm clamoring for your attention amidst the constant noise, endless demands, and trivial diversions that aim to scatter your focus in countless directions. But understand this: what you choose to concentrate on, you nurture. If you permit distractions to captivate your mind, you will cultivate the seeds of mediocrity. Yet if you learn to steer your focus with intent, you will harvest greatness. A person who fixates on problems will find himself engulfed by them, drowning in uncertainty and despair. Conversely, an individual who trains his mind to identify solutions will uncover that within every challenge lies an opportunity. The choice is yours, is his, and it is yours. Master your focus, and you'll gain control over your destiny. Train your mind to concentrate on one task at a time. Resist the lure of continual distractions. Disable notifications. Quiet the noise of the unimportant, and allocate dedicated hours for thorough, uninterrupted work. Treat your concentration as a sacred ritual, one that shouldn't be compromised by the passing fancies of the outside world. Recognize this: whoever governs his focus governs his future. Distraction is a refuge for the unfocused, an excuse for the disengaged. Yet, the person who commands his attention with the precision of a warrior wielding his sword, sharp, steadfast, and exact, will etch his name into the annals of history. Thus, I urge you, safeguard your focus as vigilantly as you would protect your wealth, for in reality it carries far greater value. Allow no trivial enjoyment, no minor issues, to deprive you of the destiny that rightfully belongs to you. Train your mind, steer your thoughts, and the world will yield to the power of your steadfast attention. 7. Don't develop relentless self-discipline. The journey to success isn't paved with mere intentions, nor is it sustained by momentary flashes of motivation. It is built with bricks of unwavering and essential discipline, unyielding and robust. Discipline forms the bridge connecting goals to accomplishments. It distinguishes those who only dream from those who take action. The individual who masters discipline masters his fate, whereas the one who lacks it becomes subservient to circumstance. Allow me to impart a truth that many hesitate to acknowledge. Feelings are unreliable. If you wait until you feel prepared, you will wait indefinitely. If you act solely when it is convenient, you'll accomplish nothing. Discipline is the capability to do what needs to be done, regardless of whether you feel inclined to do so. It consists of rising before dawn when comfort beckons you to remain in bed. It means working while others are resting, persevering when others give up, and advancing when the weak make excuses. Discipline is a muscle, and like any muscle, it grows stronger through consistent use. Every time you opt for action instead of procrastination, every time you show up instead of standing idle, surrendering to your vulnerabilities, you reinforce your will each time you keep promises to yourself. You cultivate trust in your own capabilities, establishing a robust confidence that can only be obtained through experience. Let me assure you, self-discipline is the ultimate pathway to liberation. The undisciplined individual is enslaved by their impulses, distracted by diversions, and chained by the fleeting desires of the present moment. Conversely, the disciplined individual becomes the architect of their own life. Motivation is unnecessary for him because he acts without it. This proactive stance allows him to steer his own fate. Remember this: talent can open doors, but it is discipline that ensures they remain open. Ambition may ignite the spark, yet it is discipline that sustains the flame. No one achieves greatness without first learning to govern themselves. Thus, I implore you, train yourself as a warrior prepares for combat. Fortify your resolve and solidify your determination. Opt for discipline today, tomorrow, and in the days to follow. When discipline becomes an integral part of your lifestyle, success will inevitably follow. Surround yourself with individuals of high value. A person is not merely shaped by their own thoughts and actions, they reflect the influence of those they associate with. Show me the company you keep, and I will reveal the course of your life. Whether you are aware of it or not, you are the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with. Their habits become your patterns, their beliefs shape your own, and their standards define what you accept. If you immerse yourself in the company of those who complain, soon you will find yourself entangled in excuses, sinking into the same mediocrity that confines them. If you mingle with individuals who resign themselves to failure and view challenges as insurmountable, you will subconsciously adopt those same limitations. However, if you seek the company of those who challenge the status quo, defy the odds, and demand success, you too will elevate to that standard. You will strive harder, think broader, and act with greater conviction. Choose wisely, for the people around you have a significant impact on your journey. Purpose will guide you on your journey of self-improvement. The key lies in taking time to ponder your experiences, turning them into valuable insights that propel you forward. When you adopt this habit of nightly reflection, not only do you cultivate a deeper understanding of yourself, but you also lay the groundwork for continuous growth. As you ask yourself what you accomplished, where you stumbled, and how you can enhance your efforts for the following day, you shift your mindset from merely existing to actively pursuing your best self. Remember, success is not merely a destination, it's the process of evolving and mastering each phase of your journey. Embrace every lesson, whether it be in success or failure, as they are all essential components of your life story. Select your evenings as a time for personal analysis and see how it can transform your aspirations into reality. Clarity offers invaluable insights. The individual who commits to examining each experience will discover wisdom in both triumphs and setbacks. By dedicating time to self reflection, you not only track your journey, but also build resilience, preparing yourself to tackle future challenges with a stronger mindset. Each moment holds the potential for growth. Therefore, embrace every experience, whether it brings joy or poses difficulties. The path to success is paved with lessons learned, and it is through this continuous process of reflection that you will cultivate a mindset conducive to lifelong improvement. Remember, it is not the avoidance of failure that defines you, but how you rise and adapt in its wake. Honesty will render you wiser than you were before. The most influential figures in history, those who transformed industries, led nations, and crafted lasting legacies, were not flawless, yet they grasped this essential truth. Self-awareness is the cornerstone of mastery. They didn't mindlessly repeat the same missteps. Rather, they scrutinized themselves as a craftsman assesses his craft, making adjustments, refining their methods, and perpetually enhancing their skills. You must do the same. Dedicate a portion of each evening to reflect on the day that has just passed. Document your thoughts if necessary. Celebrate your accomplishments and recognize where you fell short, not with regret, but with resolve. The man committed to daily self-improvement will soar high above those who move through life without awareness. Thus, I urge you to ensure that no day goes by without gaining insight from it. The individual who contemplates, adapts, and evolves is the one who will dictate his future. Those who neglect introspection will remain at the mercy of forces they misunderstand, whereas those who delve into self-examination possess the key to their own transformation. Ultimately, this is the distinction between those who flourish and those who merely exist. Now, pay attention closely. These 10 habits may seem minor, but their effects are profound. They form the bedrock of a resilient mind, a disciplined character, and a powerful existence. The question remains, will you put them into practice? Will you commit to the small daily actions that pave the way to greatness? The decision lies with you, and if you choose wisely, your future self will express gratitude. So, which habit will you adopt today? The life you desire is not waiting idly for you. It awaits your proactive engagement, and action, my friend, is always within your grasp.